Hey guys, welcome to September 23rd. This is the day of the fall sports fair, if I can speak. Today's first activity is aerobics. This always begins in the morning. This is the same aerobics that happens during the month of August and end of July during the summer. Nothing too impressive, but we'll go take a look. Really, I'm doing this. I already have a video up of this before, but I really want to do this to focus on like the little details and the things that change, and just kind of I spent a little bit more time watching the events and figuring out what was kind of going on. Because I realized like how unique and a lot of the time and the details and the animations and music and stuff that went into it, that was kind of cool. So yeah, there's that. There's 4 events, and we'll cover all 4. This was actually I had a physics exam this week, so I think this was like I had my lab canceled, so I had a class at like 9 at like at 8 in the morning, and then I had a class at like 4, so I had the time during the afternoon to go to all 4 events. So yeah, we'll get to enjoy them all. We do have one new neighbor since we last played, because this is like the 3rd day. It's been like 2 days since we last played. It's Midge. I've had Midge before in many other games, the pink bird. So that's who this is going to be. We're going to go pay a visit to Midge. We're getting close. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We're getting close to the max here. So not too many more. But there's Midge right there living close to my house with a purple roof, which is kind of nice. Good morning. Hey, wait a second. Do I know you, Tweedledee? I don't know. No, we haven't met yet. Well, I'm Midge. Are you going to stand there all day, or are you going to tell me your name? Mike? Oh, well, that's a nice name and has a pleasant ring to it. Pleased to meet you. I'm really bad at pressing A too fast if I'm not actually talking. I read it in my head and skim it. So it's really hard for me to read to read the text because I speak so fast. But this is our house. Some lovely stuff in Regal. It's okay. It's not terrible. But I know that other video, like, I'm like trying to read and act these characters out, and I'm just there going jamming on the A button. So I apologize for that. But if it's not live, that tends to be what happens. So Copper, as we know, or may not know, leads the aerobics, which means he's not there. So we're going to go check out to confirm. So as you'll see, there is no Copper outside of the police station. It is Booker all by himself, which means if you happen to visit the town and want a map of the town, you couldn't do that if you were visiting from another town. You can't ask about what's going on or whatever the other option is, or about lost items, but you can come in here to find that out. It's just one of those things like that functionality is actually not there. So that's always just kind of interesting that he's not actually there. At some point, I'll have to show off the couple other things that can happen with Copper different times of the day and different times of the year. During all the aerobics things that happen, he's never there. Gulliver does wash up on the beach. I happen to luckily run into him. We haven't seen him in a while. He comes once a week, and I just always seem to miss the day he comes. But yeah, so we talk to him. He gives us an item. He's telling the story. Yeah, you've been here before. This does look familiar. You wash up here a lot. You fall off your boat like all the time. I know, we have such wild storms. Such wild storms that Captain's little rowboat can row me across to the island. Although maybe the whale, maybe that giant whale, which we'll maybe have to talk about at some point. So it gives us something. You know, I'm just a rolling stone. But what's funny is he actually gave us a rolling stone. Well, sort of. We'll go see the item later, so we'll just forget about this happened right now. But we'll go see him. Apparently, this is actually a coin. He gave us a stone coin. Arguably the most adorable thing in this game. There's me trying to do some warm-ups and not sync with the crowd. Trying to sync with the crowd. Use the C stick. Basically, I do have it in the guidebook. It has the whole layout done. So next time there's aerobics, which will probably be the spring, unless we visit my old town, which I do have the aerobics radio, which is a gift that you get from doing the aerobics during the summer. If you show up for like 14 of them, you can get this radio that's down in the bottom left corner, put it in your house, turn it on, you can do aerobics and listen to this music whenever you want. But you use the C stick, and it gave out, I have the whole thing, I didn't have it for this, but I have the whole thing where I can do the whole routine, like perfect, and it's really nice. So you'll notice sometimes some of the neighbors get off, just like you do. Rosie's there freaking out. The mayor joins in as well. Copper leads it. And oh no, I went the wrong way. Whoa! Whoa! And of course, everybody has an outfit for the fall sports fair. All female characters wear the red ones, and all of the male characters wear those blue ones. Those are not obtainable items in the game. However, I do believe that there are universal codes that exist for them. I believe, along with the fishing tourney jackets, you can get those with universal codes, and I believe Nintendo Power gave those codes out. We got an autumn medal because Tortimer is exercising, so we have to call the medics. But he gives us the autumn medal, which is really nice. Can't exercise if your hands aren't free. Time to start stretching. Hold your arms out in front of you. How does everybody know what to do? Oh no, Copper's not doing the routine too. Yay. So he just told me what to do. So you'll notice the way the characters are placed, it gets a little glitchy when you stand between them because they move around. The game gives them like a really big personal bubble, even though that still like interferes like into you. So you'll see here that it gets a little like weird. The ones on the side I think were a little bit like more glitchy. For some reason I got distracted by this. I was like, oh look. So you can talk them. Tutu's given 110%. It's funny if you talk to them when they mess up, they actually talk about their messing up. It's not just a general thing. Which is one of the things I was going to be talking about was the details. Of course, the mayor's face goes into the earth when he does that, but... My favorite part. It's my favorite part. So you get the spring, the autumn medal, and then you get the spring medal for the spring fishing tourney. They're just little decorative things. We'll go back to the house here in just a moment to go see. And you see he messed up, and he acknowledges that. And I just appreciate the detail that goes into that these characters aren't just here. You'll see this more later, but you interacting with them and what they say happens. And then there's a balloon. I forgot this happened. I ran into a balloon coming through, a teal balloon, a light blue cyan balloon gets stuck. It happens to get stuck right there, and I have to chase it across the river. And it happens to be something really lame, just a stone from the garden furniture set. Dumb. It'll be sold. But I saw another one, and it was in one of the recordings, and I think I cut it out by accident because it happened randomly. But I have never seen so many of those balloons. You can see it. I think Torx was saying that was Mario on it, and I never really paid attention, but it looks like it actually is Mario on the trophy, or some Italian dude with a big nose and mustache and a hat. So I think that actually is a Mario on the medal, which is really interesting. But it's a little picture frame, which is kind of cute. So yeah. Here's the stone coin we got. Yeah, not a massive... It's not a coin by any chance, but look. You see how it spins? The item is there because it's unique. I think it was the creators wanting to show something off, and how they could do the texturing and stuff of it. Because any other item, like when you spin it or move it, it just like, if you were to move it, it would slide. But when you move it, it actually animates itself like it's rolling, which was just a really unique. There was no other item in the game that acted like that. And even though it's also kind of like a joke, it's a coin. Like that was the coin you had to like carry around and give. And of course, I'm just carrying it in my pocket. But I got a tympanoid. I really like tympanoids. I'm looking for the Mega Tympanoid, but we come back now for the foot race, which, of course, is my favorite event, because I run, and I like to run. Each event's 2 hours, by the way. I'm gonna beat you, Rosie, and Kit. Oh, and Kit trips, and Rosie trips over their own feet on smooth concrete, and I even take the wide turns, and I'm coming through for the final lap. And I win! And I run another one just for the sake of running another one. Can I lap them? And she trips again, and they keep running. They have to do how many laps? I don't know. They do a lot of laps. But I'm still able to win by lapping. So you see Rosie won by just a little bit. There's a whole bunch of things happening on. So basically throughout this whole 2 hours, you have two different teams. Well, not two different teams. You'll see the different people switch out to run. Yeah, the same two teams run. So Rosie and Kit are always going to race together, and Nosegay and Buck are always going to race together. They do a little bit of stretch. They line up at the line. Sven is the timer. He goes, he launches, then fires the gun. There's a gun in Animal Crossing. It's a gun. And the texture of it's cool. They made a whole item and texture for it. This whole animation. Fires the gun and the way they run. I figured out that the tripping was kind of random. Yeah, stand back a bit. He's got a gun. Sven has got a gun. There's a gun in Animal Crossing, guys. Wasn't a gun in any of the other Animal Crossings, but... Yeah, but anyways, the tripping appears to be random, and it basically is random whoever wins. And you can see that I can actually stop Nosegay, talk to Nosegay, and then force Buck to win. So even though Nosegay was going to win, I could talk to her and then force the other character to win, which is kind of funny that you can skew it like that. And that the reactions play out properly, and that the text plays out, and it lets you do that. Basically, at the start of each race, it's undecided who wins the race, and the game actually keeps track of who passes the finish line. It's not like some set thing, which that's really not like it's amazing coding or something, but I don't know. I think it's impressive for this game for 2001, and I think it's just impressive that they spent the time for this little 2-hour event that happens once or twice a year, that they allow you to have that. There's that customization specifics to it. You stupid feet, stop tripping, thinking I'm gonna win, silly. No, you're okay. If you want to win, silly, I will make you win. I'll just stand here and talk to Astrid while you run your laps. So Rosie's in the lead now, and the game tries to make it close by making Rosie trip. I did figure out that that's kind of what happens. It always wants to keep them close together, so it'll always make somebody trip. But you see that their paths, they basically follow the same paths each time, but it's not quite perfect. That, like, they hit the tree. You kind of see, like, they kind of hit the tree when they go around on it. Yep. Oh, I gotta talk to Astrid. Now I keep calling Astrid Kit. But I let Rosie win, and Astrid was going to win if I wouldn't have talked to her. So there's that. I was also really interested by the gun in the Animal Crossing game. Sorry, Mike. I'm kind of busy right now, Squinky. Alright. I think what I'm waiting for is I'm going to talk to him while he's firing the gun. This Buck and Nosegay are stretching. On your mark. And you wouldn't let me talk to him. So there was that. But did you hear him go like, on your mark? Which is kind of funny. So I come back a little bit later for the ball toss. This one's okay. It's got fun music to it. Again, each event has custom music, so again, you won't hear this music any other time except for this, which is really interesting. But again, we have two teams, and basically all they do is throw these balls. The balls on the ground just stay there. They just pick up imaginary ones, but then when they do get knocked down, they do that. And they're actually like, I was trying to figure out if there was like physics behind this, where like every time it's just kind of like a random thing, and if the ball bounces, it hits in. Or if it was like the ball, when they get thrown, there's like 6 different things it could do, and it picks a random one each time. But I think that's more or less what it is. Because you can see that same pattern happen again, where she throws one goes in, and she misses one that bounces off of it. I think the only thing that's like dumb in this one is they're like, where are all the balls? They'll keep like looking around, and they'll tell you like, I can't find how many balls. And then they're like, there's like so many all over the ground. And then Midge complaining about, yeah, there are some more balls over there. There's one right at your foot, Midge. Complaining about how long this is, and it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, it goes on for 2 hours, and there's no winner to the end, and then the balls never run out. Balls, balls, balls! Where are all the stupid balls? Look around you, Astrid. You see Astrid standing close and throwing. Rosie's mad at me. I need to stay out of her way. Oh, balls, balls, balls! Where are the stupid balls? Just like in watching them throwing all these balls. We got red balls and white balls, but no blue balls. It's good. We got no blue balls. Just white and red balls. Oh no! That was the thing. Rosie like threw when it like went through Astrid. But yeah, that's about it for this. That's really it. Grasshopper hopping in the action. Yeah, I was trying to see like, because sometimes they overshoot it like that, and I can, hit the other person. All right, time for the last event. It's Tug of War. This event I had never seen before for some reason. I had never seen ball toss or foot race, but I guess I'd seen Tug of War once or twice. Very hippie music. But it's one of those events that goes on again for 2 hours with no clear winner. At least the foot race had a winner, and nothing else has a winner. Like, they just do this. It goes back and forth. It's sort of kind of random. It's sort of kind of a pattern, you know. Sometimes, like, you can see, like, it slides one way, it slides the other way. Sometimes it slides the other way 2 times. Sometimes it slides the other way 3 times, or then back and forth and then twice. It's all random. But basically, they have the same reaction to that either way. And Tutu's just has her eyes closed, not even watching, just enjoying waving that flag back and forth. Wave your flag. What is that song? How's that song go? Wave your flag. When I get older, I will be stronger. Oh, God, I hate that song. I'm going to be singing that the rest of the night now. Yeah, finish him off, Twinkles. You see how close I can get to talk to her? Like, she just has this giant sphere now because she waves this flag. And again, they do the texturing and graphical structure weird of the banner flag. The banner part of the flag is weird. But you can see I can't even get that close to her. Which is kind of weird. Those losers don't know when to quit. Wow, the other team's strong, but we're gonna be the winners, partner. I did think the again, the dialogue in this game is just so awesome. It's just so awesome because they're jerks. Okay, the animals are freaking jerks. It's awesome. I mean, you saw that with just like, come on, Jane called me a freak mental case. Like, what the heck? But it's good. It's good. I won't allow it. Do you hear me? I'm just pooped. I'm pooped. Gaston is pooped. Oh, was that Gaston that said he was pooped? Alright, that's about it. I don't know why I keep talking to them. But, yeah, this is the sports fair. I am distracting everywhere. Go away! You're distracting everyone, Dr. Distracto. Yeah, that's me. Alright, Gaston. It's enough. It's enough. Oh, that's why I was pausing on the text. That's why. I remember now what I was going to say. You see that, like, even though I talked to him, even though the characters and the rope weren't moving back and forth, he was still, but they were still reacting as if they were, like, pulling. So you notice that, like, the game, Tug of War scene kept going even though I talked to him and even though he wasn't reacting more. That's why I wanted to show that. So hopefully you saw that. Again, I was just showing off interesting stuff. You see, we got a reward for Sports Fair. We have nothing happening until the Raffle Fair on the 30th of September, and then October, we just have just general new October stuff, and then we have Explorers Day on the 13th, and then Halloween. We have Mushroom Season and Candy Buying in there, and a bunch of stuff that happens. Currently, right now, it is November 7th, and I'm editing these. Saturday, October 25th is the first, when I go back and play, that's where I am in the game, so I'm going to have to do a little bit of time traveling to catch back up, but I didn't have time to play Halloween. I was actually at a cross-country meet, so I was actually down at UVA Halloween night and stuff, so I just didn't get to play, so I haven't got a chance to catch up yet. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. If you'd like to check out the next journal in this series of Animal Crossing Gamecube, click here in the top right. If you'd like to check out my other Let's Play that goes on the weekends, Eidolon, click here in the top left. Follow me on Twitter to get updates on my channel, and if you like what you've seen so far, click the big banner below to subscribe.